Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I'm trying to switch things up. I'm tired of that little old routine we got going on there. I'm using, just bear with me, I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot, and it's by Philip and Stephanie Carr Gom, I think is what it's saying, illustrated by Will Worthington. And this is the cover. Okay. And I'm going to do something unusual today. I'm going to read portions of this out of the book. I won't continue to do that. It's just that these cards are incredibly spiritual. And I'm going back to my roots. And they have... I haven't used them in other readings prior to because they're powerful cards. And I like to take my time. And even though I know the cards, I like their meanings. That they add the original Druidic, pagan meanings to it. So just bear with me. I will continue to use these cards later. It's just going to be this series of readings will be the only time that I read out of the book. And I am letting you know I'm reading out of the book so we don't have any copyright issues. And that's why I gave their name and the name of the cards. Okay, so all credit goes to them. I didn't write these cards. They did. I didn't create these cards. They did. So I'm going to start out with a brief interpretation. So we have the wheel. You have changed the wheel of fortune in your favor in some way. Okay? I don't know what you did, but you did it. Okay? You changed it. And it is turning for you. It is something coming in. You're coming out of this past energy over here. I'm jumping around a little bit. Where you were definitely worried, stressed out. That is just plain mental anguish, okay? And what you're covered by is the King of Wands. You know, so this is telling me that you are trying to be creative. You're not quite there yet. I think you can effectively be that because we see the Ace of Wands up here, but I think you're still struggling with that transition from earth energy to fire energy and creativity. Not to say that you aren't creative, but okay. So for the wheel, I'm going to read their meanings: reaping rewards, synchronicity, harvest, prosperity, inevitability, progress, completion, and the beginning of a cycle. Okay, and this is a message. The major arcana have messages, and the message of the wheel is, and I am reading this, you see the patterns in your life and the wider pattern in the cycles of birth, life, death, and rebirth. Harvesting the seeds of destiny. You continue to sow seeds of love. Sorry. The lighting's bad in this room. So that's what you're doing. You're creating this. And now you, like I said, your challenge is this King of Wands. You're trying to create, and you will, because we have the Ace of Wands over here. It's your challenge, so you're not quite there yet, but you will be soon. And the Kings, their social responsibility, power, success, and accomplishment. That's how I know that you're going to be able to do it. All right, now the King of Wands. It's resolute, inquiring, and optimistic. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not going to read these all the time. I just want you to get an idea of the difference in the power of the cards and the wording of the cards and what they're going to mean to you. Okay? I'm going to switch out a few other things too. The Prince of Swords. This is what you have going for you. Okay? The Prince of Swords is forward movement without a doubt. Sometimes he's reckless. Sometimes he's not. But he's very intelligent. Okay, and sometimes he can be a little aggressive. I mean, he's a knight. He's a prince. All right, so you know, sometimes they spin their wheels because they don't have the the patience of a king or a queen would have. They're young, their adrenaline's flowing, they're ready to go. Okay, so let's see. The Prince of Swords. Intelligent, articulate, impetuous. Just pretty much what I said. And sometimes they want to argue with you just to stimulate their mental acuity, okay, or just to use it. They're usually very, very intelligent people, and they want to be around people that are intelligent. So I think this is you charging ahead. And again, see, you're in this Prince energy, in this Prince of Swords. You're very intelligent. You're moving forward. So you will be moving into this King of Wands energy, which is the creative dynamic, you know. And like I said, we know that from the seven. You have a lot of wands here. Well, not a lot, but we have wands here. We have swords here. So something that happened in your past has terribly upset you. I mean, this is just straight up mental um, mental abuse. It's mental. I mean, it's debilitating. You can't think, sleep, eat, drink, nothing. You know, you wake up in this state. You go to sleep. If you do, you're exhausted from exhaustion. Okay, and it's all self-imposed. Okay, um, you're almost to the end of the cycle. The Ten of Swords, you'll have learned all the lessons, and one of the lessons is to let go. Let go of that pain. Don't let people play head games with you, and they will. And you know, if you're, you know, that's why this is probably here, because he has no problem with playing mental games. I mean, it's not his norm, but if you want to play, if you think you're going to do this to this guy, you're nuts. I know they're nobody to play with. They're very, very intelligent. So that's what you have going for you. You're smart. You can move. You're ready. You're assertive. You're bold. Okay, um, and you're coming out of this energy and moving into this energy. Okay, but what we need to move you into is that King of Wands energy. You're almost there though. And what you really have going for you, this is what's crowning you, is the Hermit. Okay? The Hermit card. And that's where you go in and you do some deep soul searching. You rest and reflect. This is what pulls you out of this energy. When you can, I don't want to think about that. I need to go find a place where I can get some sleep. I can hang out and figure out what I want to do. What I want to do, not what everybody else thinks I need to do. Okay, so resting and retreating, finding your wish fulfillment, figuring out what it is you truly want in life, and having the wisdom to move forward towards it. Okay, and in this book, I'm reading guidance, retreat, caution, withdrawal, meditation. See, now you're learning how to, you've gone from that Nine of Swords energy, now you're in that impetuous, moving forward stage, okay? But sometimes you have to withdraw and think about what it is you're truly going for. And that's when you start maturing into this King of Wands energy. And again, these can be male, female, it doesn't matter what the cards show, the energy. It's that you're encompassing these energies, okay? The cards are gender neutral. All right. So we have the Seven of Swords in your future. Sometimes that's called the sneaky card, but really, in the Rider White, the figure is depicted as stealing the swords from the enemy soldiers, but he's looking back at two that he can't carry, and he's looking back in regret. And so don't look back with any regret. all these things will turn into the Ten of Wands. That's going to be your completion of your cycle. That was what the wheel was telling you. You're going to complete the cycle. You're going to move into a new cycle, which is what these new beginnings are all about. All right. So the Seven of Swords is insights, strategy, and research. Okay. This is where you're at. Okay. And I read that from the book. Insight, strategy, and research. See, and their meanings are spot on. Spot on. Okay. So right now, that's what you're learning. You're learning to temper this energy with this energy. Okay. But it was this Prince of Swords that got you out of that Nine of Swords energy. You had to bump up. You had to learn the lessons. You had to move forward. You know, now you're tempering it. You're making your strategies, and then you learn how to move into a king's energy. And you have the passion to do that. Serranos, that is the passion. Okay. The creativity. Okay. It's a very powerful energy, and if you have to know how to handle it, and that's why you went through the lessons, was to teach you how to handle it. Okay. It's to teach you how to handle that kind of energy. It's extremely powerful. Oh, can't find it. 15. Sorry. Like I said, we won't be going through the book very much. I'm just using it this time to get you familiar with the power. Where did it go? Oh, that's... Sorry. Went the wrong direction. Alright, Serranos. The potential for abundance and liberation, mastery of life force, awakening responsibility. But it can lead to obsession and materialism. Okay? And the message of Serranos is, the dragon of Nufi awakens powerfully within you. Great progress is possible, but take care to integrate and channel this force. See, he's kind of like the loose cannon. And by taking your time to temper it, you're going to learn how to be the king. Okay? How to wield it. Okay? And that's where you have to study and learn. Okay? And here in this Seven of Wands energy, you've trained. You've been trained. You've been through the competition. You know how to defend yourself, and you know how to take care of yourself. And it's because you learned these hard lessons. This is not the 10, but in this reading, you have already moved past the 10. You've ended that. But you were, in the past, you were in probably the dark night of the soul. It's excruciating. But when you come out the other side, that's what awakens you. Okay? So the Seven of Wands is being able to handle anything that life throws at you, because you know how to deal with things now. Okay? Oops. And the book says struggle, challenge, overcoming obstacles. And it's teaching you how to do that without all the mental anguish. So now you're moving from there. Your hopes and fears is this Ace of Wands. The ability, the abundance. So when you've ended this cycle and you're moving into this cycle, and that's the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Okay? And the Ace of Wands speaks of a new beginning. Okay? It speaks of creation, of being able to bridge the gap, of being able to grow something, of being able to learn how to be happy and be abundant, and to learn the wisdom. Okay? it's a brand new start. It's a new cycle. And in the book, it's conception, birth, initiative, and creative energy. Okay? So, and that's what your hopes are. It's in your hopes and fears. So, and it could be part of your fears. You might be afraid of a new beginning, a new cycle. But don't be. You have the ability. The King of Wands is very powerful. So you have the ability to go from the Ace to the King. Okay? And then we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning too. It's a self-fulfilling beginning. It replenishes. The more you love, the more you get back. Okay? And in the book, it's love, inspiration, fruitful dreaming, and blessings. So again, I'm only going to use the book this one time for this round. I'll use the cards, but I won't use the book after this. I just wanted to give you an idea of how the difference of the meanings and the interpretations in the Druid tarot. So the thing is you've done something. Okay, this King of Wands is kind of eluding you, but it's coming. Okay, but this held you back for quite a while, but you needed the time to process. You needed the time to learn the lessons, and you did. And when you did, you came out with this energy. You're ready to move forward. You're racing ahead, and you have learned lessons. But they need you to slow down a little bit because he's kind of reckless sometimes. And so once you figure out what it is you truly want, what are you racing forward? Sometimes he's just racing forward. He's not after anything in particular. He's not trying to build or create anything. Okay? Whereas this King of Wands is. So the Seven of Wands, is you learning how to strategize, how to move forward in life. Okay? And Serranos is you coming into the part where now you're passionate about starting something. You want to. And, your environment, you might be having to defend yourself, or fend off naysayers. Sometimes it's better to keep any creations to yourself for a while. Don't share them with everybody. Then you don't have all that negative energy. Well, that's not going to work. Well, how do you know it's not going to work? Okay? Because you definitely have two brand new beginnings. And they both are inspired. They are both creative. They are both brilliant. So that's what I have for you. So whatever it is that you're moving towards, keep moving forward. And thank you for watching. Sorry about reading out of the book, but like I said, I just wanted to, and I wanted to give insight to where the authors are with this deck. This is an incredible deck, and the artwork is just spot on, and that's why. But I don't want to transgress on anybody's copyright, so that's why I put in their names. The people that actually wrote the deck, and when I was reading out of the book. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, next time it'll be a regular tarot reading, and I'll probably use these cards more than once. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.